Hey nerds, Alex here from Nerds Being Geeks, and today we're going to review the Neca figure, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mashed with Universal Monsters, Donatello as the Invisible Man. Let's get into it. Before we get into the video, please consider subscribing to Nerds Being Geeks. Over 60% of the views on this channel are by people that aren't subscribed. It's just one click for you, but for me, it really makes my day. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you. Let's get into the review. Oh boy, guys, here we go. Donatello as the Invisible Man. I will say the Invisible Man is one of my favorite Universal monsters. However, Donatello is like my least favorite turtle. So let's see what I think about this figure. I will say the cover is incredible. It looks like it would be a movie poster from the 30s. It looks incredible. Pops really good with the purple. Let's check out the rest. So here's the side view. You have, so far this has been the best one, Michelangelo as the Mummy. I'd say the worst one, Leonardo as the Hunchback. And the middle, Raphael as Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. Don't want to get yelled at in the comments. And the 1990s April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. I did not pick that figure up because I think it looks like trash. So let's see the back. You have these images of Donatello as the Invisible Man, the mad scientist. That is a pretty cool idea mashup. The smartest one in the group is the mad scientist. I think that's really cool. Got some really cool images. You know, he's got his goggles with the fedora. He's losing his mind. Got some spoilers for the figure. You got an invisible shell with the pizza in there. You got some invisible hands with his bow staff. It looks really cool. This is probably one of the better cards from these TMNT Universal Monster figures. And then, you know, there's a side view. There's the side view. And we're back to the front. All right, so here is the figure in the box window view. Really cool figure image right here. You can see some of the things that are going to go on with the visible hands, invisible feet, his bow staff. Kind of cool. All the little things that come with it. Looks like he's got like a beaker and a microscope, his journal with his notes, fedora, alternate head, bow staff, and a ton of stuff in the back. A ton of stuff. I think this has the most pieces out of any of these NECA turtle figures. Alright guys, with that, let's open up the figure. Let's get him out of the package. So when it comes to the hands, there are a lot. One just fell out. Look at all these hands. I don't think any other figure has come with more hands and feet than the Invisible Man. Alright guys, here is Donatello, the Invisible Man, out of the package. Man, do I love it. There is a lot to this figure, so let's get into it. He's got the fedora. He's got the trench coat. He is literally just a turtle version of Claude Rains' Invisible Man. It looks great. He's got the wrappings around the face. He's got the goggles. I will say the goggles are kind of janky right now. I don't know if... Let's take it up. Oh. Oh, dang. I didn't even know that. You can take the goggles off. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Let's get a close-up of that. Holy crap. That's sweet. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that. You can take the goggles off. I do like the goggles on, but they are a little crooked. Looks kind of cross-eyed, but it is my favorite way to present this figure is with the goggles, the hat, the trench coat. Basically, like the gloves to keep him completely concealed that he is invisible. But you can see on his feet that they're translucent and they're just wrapped in bandages. So, yeah, he comes with his bow staff, obviously. A little side profile. So here's something pretty interesting. The shell is also translucent. And his shell is carrying pizzas, slices of pizzas. Now, it looks like it's attached to the body through like a plastic piece on the back, but also like kind of held with this this belt right here. It's kind of weird that the shell is on the outside of the trench coat. But I guess it would look even weirder with the shell under the trench coat. I'm not quite sure. But it is kind of interesting. It is kind of cool. This figure, I have him holding a notebook, which, you know, in the original Visible Man movie, that's all his notes that he took for the formula for turning invisible. This one, it does say TGRI. So that's pretty cool. A little callback to some Ninja Turtle lore. This guy comes with a ton of accessories. So I'd like to try and keep these videos short. So I'm going to run through a few of the other items. I'm going to switch out his features, his hands, and his head so you can see the alternate stuff. So let's do that right now. All right, guys, here is Donatello as the Invisible Man with some of his invisible features. I did the alternate head. It is just like the frame, the inside is hollow. I'll take a better image of it with my phone. But yeah, it's just like a hollow head. It's just the shell. And he's got like his wig hair popping out. The translucent hands. I will say that this hand right here, I'll take an image of it, has like a scuff mark within like the molding or something, and it's black. I mean, you can't really tell unless you're looking at it or like looking for it, but I noticed that when I was switching the hands out. You got the invisible feet. The only problem is with these is that you can see the joints where they connect and bend. So it kind of looks like bones in there. So it's like translucent skin and you can see the bones. It's kind of weird. I wanted to point out earlier something I didn't point out was that you could store his bow staff on these pieces of string that's on a show. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of displaying him with the invisible hands and feet. I do prefer the clean trench coat wrapped up version. It's really hard to do translucent plastic, or I don't know how to describe it. It's just not my thing. I think the hollow head is really cool, but yeah, I think the fedora, the goggles, the gloves, trying to conceal his condition is really my favorite way to probably display this figure. So besides some of the other things that I showed off, the book, the journal, and the goggles and bow staff, this figure came with, let's see if you can't see it, a little microscope. Pretty cool for a scientist. And then, like a little beaker kind of thing. So all pretty cool to do the mad scientist stuff. All right, I'm going to go grab the other turtle monster figures so we can do a comparison with the other turtles. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here is Donatello as the Invisible Man with the other turtles in this collection. Now, they have released Casey Jones as the Phantom of the Opera. You know, I really didn't care for that figure. I'm not spending the money on it. It'd be like that. They also have Master Splinter as Van Helsing. They have no idea why they would make the vampire hunter, the monster hunter that is Van Helsing, hunting down his children, who are the monsters now. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of that. I thought they could have did something better. What that would be, no idea. But just not a fan of Master Splinter as Van Helsing. And of course, the April O'Neil as Bride of Frankenstein. So out of, I believe, the 7 figures they've released, I have 4, and it's just the turtles. All right, so let's kind of roll through these. So here is the Leonardo as the Hunchback. The only redeeming quality is how cool the shell is on the inside. I think they really did Leo dirty with this figure. I am just not a fan, really. I think the shell, which is a giant storage container, is pretty cool. But other than that, I can't believe they pick the Hunchback of all monsters to do that. No idea why. Here is Raphael as Frankenstein's monster. Mid. I thought it was mid. I wasn't blown away by it. Maybe on my initial review, I was really into it with some of the details. But, yeah, it's mid. It's middle of the pack. I don't hate it. Don't love it. My opinion might have changed. I don't know. I haven't watched my original video. You know what? I'll put a link to the review for all these other turtle figures in the description below if you want to go check those out. I honestly can't remember how I originally felt about it. But I will say I broke one of his size and I had to super glue it. So I say it with every Neca review. Heat up your figures. And then by far the best one out of the first 3 that I reviewed was Michelangelo as the Mummy. It wasn't even close. He was by far the best one. Do I like him more than the Invisible Man? Wow. You know what? I kind of think I do. I think I do like him more than Invisible Man. But this Donatello as the Invisible Man is probably my second favorite one. I mean, my 2 least favorite turtles happen to be the best monster turtles from Neca. So as I was Googling the turtle Neca monster figures, I came across this image that was apparently posted around International Comic-Con over in San Diego at the Neca stand or booth, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like they completely redid the 2 worst turtles in this set. Raphael is getting a re-release as the Wolfman. The Wolfman is my favorite Universal monster. Raphael is my favorite turtle. And boy, oh boy, is this a massive upgrade from the Frankenstein monster figure. And you can kind of see the Frankenstein monster figure in the background for comparison. I mean, look at his size. They have that silver cane piece from the original Lon Chaney Jr. movie with the wolf on it. Really cool. Looks so much better than the Frankenstein monster. And then if you look right next to that Raphael, they're re-releasing a Leonardo figure as the creature from the Black Lagoon. Wow. What an upgrade from the Hunchback. Like, they should have never picked the Hunchback. What a terrible monster to pick for Leonardo. I'd say for any of the turtles, honestly. I'm just biased. I'm not a fan of the Hunchback creature, monster, character. But how cool is this? The creature from the Black Lagoon Leonardo figure. It's got the netting. It's got a fishing bobber on it. It's got a hook. He's got the fish lips. He's got the scales. His, like, katanas are, like, harpoons. One of them even has a fish on it if you look close enough. Yeah, this is way, way better than the Hunchback. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to sell the Frankenstein monster and the Hunchback figure when these figures come out. Boy, I hope these are real images. Let me know in the comments if these are legit, if anyone knows a date on when they're releasing these. Because this is, it's like they knew, oh yeah, the first two ones we released kind of suck. So we're gonna redo these. But it also makes me wonder, are they gonna redo Michelangelo and Donatello at some point too? I mean, we still don't have a Dracula figure. Alright guys, so that is a quick overview of the Donatello Invisible Man figure by Neca. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Why is the Hunchback the worst one from the set? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Bye.